A teacher of the deaf gets a sign from the coach. She gives the sign to Josh, and he's off and running. The Ravens' win over the Colts can be summed up in 2 words: defensive domination. The quarterback carousel for the Eagles makes a stop this week for Nick Foles. I'm Bill Toth, live in Harrisburg for the Eastern League All-Star Game here at Metro Bank Park. I'm here with the Mason-Dixon Clay Busters in York County, and I'm here to learn about the wonderful sport of trap shooting. Let's go. To kind of show you what the win is going to be like. The Palmyra fans are beating the drum for their team. The Cougars are off to their best start since 1969. The Steelers don't fear the Lions in Pittsburgh. Detroit has not won a game in the Steel City since the 1950s. Jim, wonderful forecast tonight. Cool, crisp, perfect night. The talent that once took the field on City Island now say they're ready to contend for a division title. I'm here at Sovereign Bank Stadium in York County, the home of the Revolution. I'm stepping up to the plate and taking a swing at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Bill Toth, Fox 43 Sports.
That's gonna cost us one.
Go to any football practice and you will hear the sounds of the game. For Josh Hess, he hears this. Nothing. The Dallastown sophomore is hearing impaired, but that doesn't stop Josh from playing the sport he loves.
It's hard. It's very hard, but don't quit. Just stay focused. It's challenging just like for hearing people, physically. This is how Josh communicates during a game. A teacher of the deaf gets a sign from the coach. She gives the sign to Josh, and he's off and running. I look for the interpreter to tell me what to do, and also the quarterback or the safety is going to tell me. While on the field, the defensive back relies on his eyes to see the game.
But, you know, the challenge is when that play starts, someone goes in motion, he's got to be aware to look at the safety, and the safety's got to be aware to make the call to him when he's out there.
However, there are some calls, like yelling from the coaches, that Josh is happy to ignore. Yes. You can hear the yelling somewhat, but not the words.
You want this, you want that.
And we all know actions speak louder than words.
He had his first varsity tackle this year, and to see him get excited about it, I mean, it's pretty cool. I get all teary-eyed when he does something really special, and just to see how proud he is. You know, he's just very proud of himself, and I'm proud of him, and I think it's a wonderful experience.
Chip Kelly makes history in Philadelphia. The Eagles head coach gets his first home victory as the Birds hold off the Redskins. LaShawn McCoy was pumped up for this game. He takes this Redskins banner away from that fan at the link. He says, "Get out of here." Philly will strike first. Nick Foles keeps the ball. He will cross the goal line. He gets his first touchdown at home this season, 7-0 Eagles. On to the third quarter, McCoy will get the handoff and pound his way in for the score. 24-0 Philadelphia. The Harrisburg native has 2 touchdowns. Washington will make this game close. 40 seconds left in the game. Robert Griffin III puts one up. Brandon Boykin makes the interception in the end zone. The Eagles break a 10-game home losing streak. They win 24-16.
Oh man, it feels great, to be honest. It feels great. The fans have been wanting this for a long time. We've been wanting it for a long time. You know, they've supported us. I mean, the stadium was packed today, and it came down to the wire like that, and it was a fun game.
The Eagles are in first place in the NFC East. They have a bye next weekend. They're back on the field Sunday, December 1st at home against Arizona. The Steelers don't fear the Lions in Pittsburgh. Detroit has not won a game in the Steel City since the 1950s. That trend continues today as Ben Roethlisberger and his teammates wear throwback uniforms, Bumblebee style. The Steelers come out firing. Big Ben steps up and drops one off to Antonio Brown. He does the rest. He races in 47 yards for the touchdown, 14-0 Pittsburgh. Brown has 2 scores, but Detroit comes back. They have a 4-point lead in the fourth quarter. They try the fake field goal, but they fumble. The Steelers recover on their own 3. They will go 97 yards in this drive. Roethlisberger to Will Johnson. The home team is up by 3, and they put the game away here after they picked off Matt Stafford. Roethlisberger floats one to Jericho Cotchery. He makes the catch. Pittsburgh wins 37-27.
Well, that's a satisfying victory, a good tough week for us, not only in terms of the game, but just from a preparation standpoint. We had some guys that had to step up, obviously. I just like the efforts of all parties involved. Obviously, we were going to be tested. That's a good football team.
The Steelers are 4-6. They're one game back in the AFC wildcard playoff standings. Next Sunday, they play at the Browns. The Ravens had a wacky and windy day in Chicago. Baltimore has to fight the Bears and Mother Nature in the Windy City. You can see the heavy winds blowing that poncho at Soldier Field. Look out. The weather got so bad they had to clear the stadium door in the first quarter. At that point, Baltimore was up 10-0. After a 2-hour delay, they picked things back up. Let's go to the fourth quarter. Fourth down for Baltimore. Joe Flacco to Dallas Clark. He makes a great one-handed catch, and that's a first down. That leads to this. Justin Tucker hits a short field goal. We are tied at 20, and we go to overtime. After the Ravens did nothing with their first possession in OT, the Bears get the ball. Josh McCown to Earl Bennett. He goes deep inside Ravens territory, and that sets up this. Robbie Gould hits the game-winning field goal. Baltimore goes down 23-20.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. You know, you come out, you put 10 quick ones up, and you feel like you're going pretty good. And then you have the delay, and you come out in the second half, and the weather was just crazy, and you know, we kind of got out of rhythm. But it's frustrating because I felt like we had the ability to really let it go today and explode on offense, and we just didn't do it.
The Ravens are 4-6, and just like the Steelers, they are one game back in the AFC wildcard playoff standings. Next Sunday, they host the Jets. It was a big day for a former local star. Susquehanna Township grad Marcus Colson becomes the all-time career leader in receiving yards in Saints history. He already holds the franchise records for touchdowns and receptions. New Orleans beats San Francisco 23-20. Former Hershey player Braden Holtby and the Capitals are hosting St. Louis. Second period, Washington up 3-1, and they have the puck. It gets to another former Bear, John Carlson. He will shoot and score. The Capitals win 4-1. And to a scary scene in NASCAR, Paul Menard pulls into pit road, and his tire will explode right there. Luckily, everybody was okay. The car was not. It gets towed away. Final lap, Denny Hamlin gets the win at Homestead outside Miami. But the big news, Jimmy Johnson wins the Sprint Cup Championship. It's title number 6 for JJ. So that's scary. The tire just blows up like that. I'm here with the Mason-Dixon Clay Busters in York County, and I'm here to learn about the wonderful sport of trap shooting. Let's go. Oh! I think I went above that one. Felt good. Ah. Oh! I was way off on that one.
Feet a little bit more open at this stage.
Okay.
Keep this elbow up a little bit. Nice and smooth. You swing from the hips, not with the arms. Whole body. You're shooting American trap. You'll shoot 25 targets, 5 at each station. The object of the game is to break as many targets as you can. The goal is to shoot a perfect 25. The targets are about 4 1/4 inches around, and they'll leave the trap house. You really don't know what pattern it's going to come out at. At about 43 miles an hour. You have about a second to make up your mind, acquire the target, and break the break.
So I'm going from the rookie range to taking on the top dogs in this challenge to see if I can pass the Toth test. I have to hit 12 birds out of 25.
This game, more than any other sport that I've ever been involved in, you need the ability to get into the zone. You need to be able to get everything out of your head, clear your mind, and just have things go in motion.
Oh!
You killed 16 birds.
16 birds. I needed 12 to win. I got past my Toth test, but these guys are definitely for real.
I could see it click right over here.
Good coaching.
You could see it click, and then I've seen so many people, and then once you get that sight pattern, you were really hitting them hard. Great job.
After this victory in the Toth test, I'm just going to walk off into the sunset. I am Dr. Bill. My beakers help me determine the winner of the game. Dr. Bill is on assignment. Let's talk about this game tonight. Come on, I needed some life here. The winner of the Fox 43 High School Football Frenzy Game of the Week. I will pick the home team. Aphrodite to win it. The Eagles of Bermuda Springs. Dallastown. Oh, I'm getting beat up. Should I pick McDevitt? This game of the week is crazy. I can't even see. It's such a tough matchup. Or should I pick Hershey? Some West York, Susquehanna Township, Conrad Weiser, a tough game to pick. Hold it, I got it. The winner of the Fox 43 High School Football Frenzy Game of the Week is Bishop McDevitt! Dr. Bill is feeling the love.